What if I told you that persuasion isn't about talking louder, but about being smarter with your words? You don't need to be manipulative, deceptive, or aggressive to get people on your side. In fact, the most powerful influencers often make others agree with them without anyone realizing it. Let's break down the psychology behind subtle persuasion and how to master it in everyday life. Step 1. Mirror without being obvious. People naturally like people who are like them. This is a subconscious reaction known as mirroring. If someone talks fast, speed up just a little. If they cross their arms, do it casually after a few seconds. Match their tone, body language, and even word choice subtly. Why it works. The brain picks up on similarities and labels them as safe or trustworthy. Before you've even stated your opinion, they're already on your side. Step 2. The yes ladder technique. Start with small questions that lead to an easy yes. For example, do you care about fairness? Or would you want what's best for the team? Then, after 2 or 3 easy yeses, introduce the idea you want them to agree with, framed as the logical next step. Their brain is already in agreement mode, and rejecting you now feels inconsistent. Step 3. The power of because. It might sound too simple, but adding the word because to any request makes it much more persuasive. A classic Harvard study showed that when someone asked to cut in line and added a reason, even if it was meaningless, compliance rates shot up. Example: can I borrow your notes because I need to catch up on the lecture? Feels more convincing than just, can I borrow your notes? Step 4. Label their behavior. Want someone to act generously, listen carefully, or be fair? Try saying this: you strike me as someone who's really fair-minded. Or, I know you're the kind of person who listens to both sides. By labeling them positively before making your point, you create a social pressure to live up to that label. Step 5. Use the "but you are free" trick. Here's a clever psychological trick that increases compliance without force. After making a request, add, "but you're free to decide." It sounds counterintuitive, but this phrase lowers resistance. When people feel like they have a choice, they're more likely to choose what you suggested. It validates their autonomy while guiding them gently toward your idea. Step 6. The callback principle. Mention something they said earlier and link it to your idea. Let's say someone said they value innovation. Later, when pitching your suggestion, you say, "Since you mentioned innovation is key for you, I think this approach aligns with that perfectly." This makes them feel heard and makes your idea feel like their idea. Step 7. Don't argue. Ask questions. Instead of pushing your point, ask strategic questions that lead them to your conclusion. Example: instead of saying, "we should go with this plan," ask, "what do you think would happen if we took this approach?" If they answer it themselves, they feel ownership of the idea, which makes them more likely to agree and support it. Step 8. Slow down when you're winning. Excitement makes most people rush, but if you sense someone is about to agree with you, pause. Speak a little slower. Let the silence work for you. Rushing makes you seem desperate. Calm confidence, on the other hand, reinforces the idea that your point must be solid. Bonus trick: the echo delay. When you're in a disagreement or debate, repeat their key point, but rephrase it in your own words, slightly more neutral or positive. Then wait a few seconds before responding. This makes people feel like you truly understood them, and they subconsciously start to trust your perspective more. Here's the real secret: persuasion isn't about winning. It's about making someone feel safe enough to align with you. People agree with those they trust, and trust is built through subtle signals, not arguments. Want to try this out? Practice in low-stakes conversations with a friend, a sibling, even a barista. You'll be shocked how often people lean toward your suggestions without ever realizing why. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe for more psychology-backed life skills, and share it with someone who always thinks they're right. Who knows? You might finally get them to agree with you.